What? Ah! Okay.
Logan, when you first said go live, it sounded like you were like, I choose you, like you were a Pokemon trainer.
I choose you. Mewtwo, go live. Here we are.
Oh my god, wait, the StreamYard duck. The StreamYard ducks are Pokemon.
The StreamYard duck was our Pokemon. Oh my god, you guys. What do you think? Okay, so I'm gonna first I need to figure out what's happening here, especially with the chat. Wait a second, comments. Okay. Is anybody watching this?
I'll go watch it right now.
Yeah. Okay.
It doesn't matter if anyone watches it because we're just here spending time together.
Exactly. It's public FaceTime.
It's pretty much.
FaceTime.
Yeah. Logan, what are we talking about today?
We are talking about how this book is called Only Mostly Devastated, but I am completely fucking devastated. There's nothing most about this.
All right, this is what it looks like.
Written by Sophie Gonzales. If you can't tell from this thing, Yasmin! I miss your face, Yasmin, so much. Let me highlight it. Yeah. Hello. Oh my goodness.
I think about Yasmin on an hourly basis. Like
you guys,
at least
me too.
1 hour.
Same. Yasmin is now a TikTok creator officially, and as her #1 fan, you guys need to go. You just follow her back.
Yasmin, you got a TikTok?
Yasmin is.
Yes, she did.
Yes. And it's
the way
incredible.
I'm sprinting.
And it's incredible. It's incredible.
I'm coming.
Okay. Emily, same though. Oh.
Oh yes, I love you so much.
Yay. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yes, you do. Yeah. Okay. Oh my goodness.
Not only does Yasmin have a TikTok, she's really good at it, and I'm pissed.
I know. Now we have to get Hugo onto the TikTok train. We have to get him onto this.
You grew the mustache.
True. Hugo, whenever you join this live, I'm going to bully you into getting a TikTok. Yeah.
Wait, what were your guys' overall thoughts on Only Mostly Devastated? I don't think we talked about it yet.
Go ahead, Logan. What you got?
Logan's got some thoughts.
He's got more than a few.
I have a lot of thoughts. While I understand that this may not be like, according to the rest of the internet, sure, this isn't like Tennessee Williams or anything, but I feel seen and I feel heard by this. And as a narcissist, this is my favorite thing that I've read this month. So,
fair point.
Yeah, that's what I like. What about y'all?
Emily?
Oh yeah, sorry. Okay. I liked it a lot. I had a few not grievances with it, but there were some things that I was like, this isn't my favorite. It's definitely not like one of my favorite books of the year that I've read so far. But there were a lot of things about it that I did really enjoy. I liked that it was based around Greece, but it wasn't thrown in your face, but it had like fun little Easter eggs. Like when he's playing guitar with his cousins and he's like, oh, C, F, A minor, G7, like that is a song in the show, and just about killed me. I was like, oh my god, what a good Easter egg.
I did not pick up on that at all. I did not.
The beginning of the song, Those Magic Changes, is
oh my god!
Wait!
C C A minor F F F F F F G G G G7.
I did not know that.
That's what they're saying. Yeah, that's. I was in the show.
Oh yes, on the thumbnail that I have not added to this live yet, but will add after it's broadcast because I'm not good at this. We have classic class went just direction. Emily as Rizzo in her production of Grease. It is
I was
perfect.
17 in that photo, okay?
And you haven't aged a day.
You haven't aged.
I really haven't. I look the same.
Yeah,
you could have taken that picture yesterday.
It was a good time. What about you, Kelsey?
Oh, I feel like kind of the same as Emily, where like it's not my favorite thing I've read, but like it was cute enough to be like, all right, that was solid. Those are my thoughts. Like not much up here.
I need this picture.
Yasmin, I'll send it to you on the Instagram.
Instagram.
Here, I'm gonna comment in the Discord, which I don't know about you guys, but I haven't actually touched since we created.
Okay, same though. I think I tried. I sent like one message in there, like, "Oh yeah, we got a Discord. Look at me interacting with it."
I literally, I have not touched it.
Wait. This message sounds so aggressive. Y'all, live. It's time.
Meant with all the wine, mom, hype, and love. I don't know. The reason why I stay away from Discords and things like that is because I'm awful at like actually like texting and being a person because I text the way that I speak. So if you know how I speak, then you can read it in my voice. But if not, I just come off as like a really unprofessional dick. Like it's awful. It's so bad. Oh my goodness.
Me texting.
Don't be a duck.
Yasmin, check your Instagram DMs.
Yeah, check your Instagram DMs. Okay, but yeah, so it's basically Grease, but like
no.
Huh?
But not.
Yeah.
But not. It's the
Grease,
summer loving aspect.
Summer loving.
Yeah, anyway. But it's like it's an MLM relationship instead. And it's more of like the Danny character is like also like instead of being like, oh, it's because I'm not cool or whatever, he's like, oh, it's because I live in an unsafe environment and probably shouldn't come out, and things like that, which it's a good also, I like that.
I also like the change in the fact that also Yasmin, thank you. I love you so much. I also really like the aspect of the fact that there wasn't the whole like I'm gonna change for this person that I love or that I want.
Thank you.
They kind of completely erased that aspect of it, which is like my major thing that I hate about Grease to begin with. And they kind of made it into like, no, I am me and I want to be with someone who wants to be with me, and if you can't accept that, then we can't be together. And like the fact that was like the major message, especially at the end, was really important to me, at least. Like that was something I really enjoyed about it.
That kind of triggered one of my things I liked about this book was it kind of tackled the message that relationships are a two-way street and you kind of have to meet the other person in the middle. I really liked how that went down.
Yeah. Yes. When he made that whole comment of him being like, oh crap, I haven't made an effort at all.
Yeah.
And kind of noticing his mistake of, oh, he actually is at least, I mean, he's like messing up a lot, but he's trying, and I haven't been trying.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I love that because like if you think about it, like it's being with being with someone who like you're literally can't be like is not ashamed but scared to admit that they're with you in public is taxing and hard, but he was also like trying and making an effort, and like it was like it was nice because they tackled the like, yes, you have to be who you are and like you can't you have to be true to yourself, but also like there's safety involved. There's also like the other aspect of like we still need to be patient with people who are coming out. We can't like, you know, just because someone's not ready to come out doesn't mean that they love you any less, which is something that's a message that I think seems to be coming out, like seems to be making an appearance a lot in 2021, and I'm loving it. I'm really liking how much that's coming into media, because that's something that we don't talk about as queer people on the internet nearly as much. It's either like we either have representations of like, oh, it's a secret and no one knows and it can never be anything more than a secret, or it's like, hey, everyone's going to know this and I'm going to wear it on my sleeve and it has to be a thing no matter what. And like, if you aren't ready for that, then you're not gonna, you know, you can't be a part of this sort of thing. And it's nice that we're finally finding the middle ground, I think, as a community with our media representation. I also, my favorite thing, like on the topic that you were talking about, Emily, my favorite thing is like they took the Rizzo archetype character, which is why I love this book so much, and turned her from being like I wouldn't say that she's like the one in Greece. She's the one that we're like, oh, she's the bad girl. She's the one that we don't want to be. Whereas that's wrong, because Rizzo is the best character in Greece. Yes. Yes. And she, and in this one, they were like, oh, actually, she's like the wizened hero of the story here in real life. Like that one, or at least, I don't know how you guys interpreted, but I interpreted Lara, or I don't know how we're actually supposed to, Lara. I'm like, you could be Laura, Lara, Lara. Lara? I think, okay, yeah,
Laura Jean from To All the Boys. It's looking at me right now. I'm sitting in front of my bookshelf and I'm like,
that is straight up. Mine's right there. A guilty pleasure.
Yes.
There aren't too many of those that I'm like, oh, cute. That one, I'm like, cute.
Oh my god, I need to read this. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I love watching your
Logan. Have you seen the movies?
What is it?
To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Oh, I saw half the movie. I watched half the movie with Mackenzie Barnett from Milliken, and then I think I was styling her wig, and we like paused it because we were styling her wig and then never finished. For a show that we were
watch party.
Was it for?
Yes.
Was it for the sun?
Chelsea, yeah, Chelsea Sunrise. What a trip! What a trip!
I saw that show. That
better,
was,
yeah.
It was something.
It's the time. It was something. Also, lovingly referred to as those of us CAPS members as Chester 3 p.m. It was a good time. It was just
Kelsey. The only way I can describe this show.
So picture, if you will.
Pretend you have a budget of like $3.87.
Okay.
You want the Beatles and drag queens involved.
Okay. And also you cast probably 25 people more than you should. Okay. And also it's a musical that was still like in the process of being written.
So it's constantly being rewritten.
So not only were there like new like additions every day, but also like it was bad.
It was so fun to be a part of. They had very high aspirations for that show that I think the next evolution of it was a lot better than the evolution that we were working with.
And the thing is like no one watched it thinking, oh, this is a finished product.
No, I've been in a lot of things like that. A lot of the stuff that I end up doing is like, so we're not done writing it yet, but let's work on it. Let's do this. And like, we want to put it on stage. So like, let's do it. I'm like, all right.
That is all theater college is. Hey
That's
guys,
literally
we wrote something really late last night. And it's bad, but we want people to watch it.
Okay, just internet call out, because again, I'm a narcissist. my favorite thing I've ever been a part of, besides Mamma Mia with you, has to have been, we always have to pull that
Every
back.
stream. It's every single
Stream.
one.
I will not stop mentioning it on the internet until we're
please.
in it again.
Please.
My favorite. Yay! Oh my God, Emily Long is here. Emily Long was in that show too. Emily Long was in that show
Emily,
too.
I'm sorry, I just dissed Kelsey's joint shit. Kelsey.
Kelsey Sunrise. It's Kelsey Sunrise now. Oh my God.
Hold on, Emily, don't tell Kevin what I said, and don't tell him.
You can tell Kevin that he was my sanity through all of college, and the only reason why I survived my junior year was your father, Kevin Long.
Already knows.
Oh, Kevin knows. Kevin knows I was pulling on by a thread.
We've had this discussion before. Kevin knows.
Mm-hmm. He knows.
We were in a production of Mamma Mia. We did that.
Yes, we were. Yes, we were. My favorite thing I've ever done, and that if this ever gets produced to a real thing, and I want to be involved, please call me, whoever does this. I was in this found. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like the writer right after Trump was elected went around and interviewed people from every like side of the political stances, just interviewed them, and then like took direct quotes from the interviews about like how they felt about the world and created 6 characters and had them in a room talking. And it was the coolest fucking thing I've ever been a part of. It was so fun. Taylor Two Moms did it. Taylor McWilliams Woods wrote it, and she's incredible. And Taylor, if you ever see this, please produce it because I want to do it again.
I thought about Taylor McWilliams Woods the other day because she came up on my Snapchat memories because we kissed one time.
Yes, I need this story now. God.
Story.
That's it.
I was on my Snapchat memories and I was like, oh, I forgot that happened.
I forgot.
I did.
The amount of things that come up on my Snap story from college that I'm like, I'm not sure I remembered that the first time it happened, but
yeah, definitely remember it now.
Right?
Unlocked a memory.
Oh my God, we've been live for 17 minutes and you guys barely talked about the book.
Back to the book. But this one, the Rizzo character is awesome and just great. And Laura's the best character in this book. That's all I have to say. Besides Aunt can't remember her name right now because I'm awful at being a reviewer. Aunt Lydia. Aunt Lydia is the best character, but we'll get into that in the spoilers section.
Okay, wait. Okay, so let's jump. Okay, buy rep, and then we can get into spoilers.
Buy rep. I loved it. Laura's the best bisexual that was in this book. I liked
That's
how
kind of a spoiler, but all right.
Okay, cool. We get two. This is a 2 for 1. A 2 for the price of 1. We get the best. We get lots of buys, and they're both great and both valid representations of buys. And I enjoyed the discord about it. Your turn.
Emily?
Yeah, no, same. I liked that we got both a man and a woman. Yes, Yasmin is getting all the tea.
Yes.
You just flashed it. At least let us read it. At least let us all read it together. Yeah.
Was that your thoughts?
No, I'm sorry. I was letting No, I liked that we got both a man and a woman as our representation. I liked that it wasn't forced upon us. I was kind of confused at first because Will is clearly, oh my gosh, oh sorry, I thought Carol was not scratching the door. Will is clearly gay, and he's like, no, I'm gay. And then I was like, oh, did we choose the wrong book?
Dude, I thought the same thing. I had to text Logan. I was like, Logan, is there bi rep in this? And he's like, yes.
It's like, yes, just hold out.
But we
It
don't
all
get it. We don't
comes
get it
out
till
at the
page
end.
172 because I texted. I waited like almost 200 pages. Like Logan.
Yeah.
I was a little worried, but no one else had said anything about it. And this is the first time I was the last one to finish the book of the month. So
Yeah.
I was like, well, they haven't said anything, so it must be in here somewhere.
I felt that.
That is so
that
funny.
That was all.
Yeah, for real. For once, I'm not the last one to read.
You
Usually,
were the
I'm like,
first.
Morgan, you finished before either of us.
I bought it, and then like I was not gonna lie, avoiding reading a different book that I committed to reading that didn't. So I was like, I'm just gonna start this one, and I read it in a night because it was a super easy read. I was like, okay,
it's so short. It's so short.
Short, baby.
it's short and it's dialogue heavy, which is my favorite thing to read. I'm not good with like long descriptions of scenery. I need character dialogue that like goes because that's just how I absorb things is speaking. What anyway, keep going. What were your thoughts? Yeah, you do.
On the buy rep. I liked how there was the discussion about, hey, just because I'm dating a woman doesn't make me gay, lesbian. I'm bi. I'm still bi. Because like you're gay. There's always there's always like, oh, you're gay. Like, no, I'm bi. And then like it's just ignored. But like I like how they're like, hey, no. And with I forget his name. Him like be like, oh, I think I'm bi because he like he learned about it from someone. You know what I'm saying?
He learned, yeah. He's learned
like,
about it.
I think I'm bi like this person.
Yes.
Thank you, Emily. I feel seen.
Yes. I would do anything for Emily Long. Emily, I'm so happy that you're here right now.
I would too. Emily Long, I love you. I miss you. Emily Long, do you remember?
Emily Long is my best friend from college, and my name is also Emily.
Emily Long, she's always here.
I know, she's
Emily Long's incredible. Emily Long and I were in a very artistic dance piece my senior year in which we were cows performing chorus line. It was a good time.
Oh my god. I remember this.
Wait. I know I'm like, let's stick to the book, but okay, you can't just drop cows in chorus line.
So, fun fact, Logan and Kelsey, that song that you guys danced to was the opening music of one of the shows I was in 2 summers ago. So, Kelsey, the song, it goes like this. Cows. We're
remarkable cows.
Cows.
And wherever we go, it's a fabulous show. And my friend who is obsessed, my best friend in college, Cassandra D. Brooks, is one of the...
her whole name out there.
That is her whole name. Because my best friend in LA, who was my roommate in LA, is also named Cassie. And then that Cassie was my roommate in college. So like, it's really confusing. So I just say full names. LA is Cassidy. That one is Cassandra D. Cassandra D is obsessed with cows and also obsessed with musical theater dance. And we jokingly auditioned for a performance or for like a dance concert that was full of very like serious, wonderful political pieces and such, in which we were like, let's do it. And I don't know what happened, but they were like, so yeah, we need this in here. And then they just kind of let Cassie run with the choreography and the costuming. And at one point
milk in the audience.
We were passing out milk to the audience, dancing with right ribbons, kick line. At one point, the stage director said if we had enough money, which we didn't, sadly, they were going to let us have a disco ball udder descend on the stage, Phantom of the Opera chandelier style. However, that did not happen. This is the funniest thing I've ever seen or been a part of in my life.
Hey, Logan, quick question. Are there photos?
There is a video.
Send it to me right now. Oh my god, I just spilled all these crayons on me.
I will stock this. Let me stock this.
I was in so much shock. I knocked over all these crayons that were in from the last Cars Readathon reading sprint.
It is real, Yasmin. That's the thing. Also, yeah, Yasmin I will perform for you whenever you want. I would do anything for you.
Yasmin, we will do a live stream for your birthday.
Can we get into spoilers?
Yeah, let's talk about the book.
I might have to dip like 40-50 minutes in, so that's why.
Oh yeah. So let's
Okay.
right,
We'll do
stay on track. So this is the spoiler section.
So we're gonna spoil only mostly devastated for you. Logan, I want to hear your thoughts.
Bye, Emily. I love you so much. I wish you could stay.
Oh, I love you. Bye. Show.
Bye.
Oh, yay. I will hold you to it. Good. Okay.
But Logan, I want you to segue the spoiler discussion because you had the most emotions about this book.
Yeah, you had so many thoughts.
You were going through it.
So there's just okay. So well, firstly, I really identify with this just because like I have been I've been in situations like this a lot where like I'm an out person and the person I'm with is not out because of their safety or things like that. And I really appreciate being seen that way. And I have had to like a couple of times I have had to check myself and be like, yo, I need to start trying to. I need to start trying to because they're really trying because I can be a bit impatient there. I also I identify high key with Lara. You know how she like will medicate and like party and like, you know, she starts out in the phase of bisexuality where it's kind of a stage where you're like drunk and like saying that you're like, oh, I'm gonna make out with this person at the party to be crazy, when you're really like you have no idea what's happening, but you know you're just doing it because it's like a way to ignore yourself.
Wait, can I interject on that part?
Yeah, because go for it, please.
There was that quote that she said. She was like, oh, I sometimes like making out drunk, it made me feel like I was betraying queer women. Did that do it? And then he responded, you're not betraying anyone, or like I don't want to tell you how you're feeling, but if that's the way you feel like you can safely explore your sexuality, don't feel bad about it.
No, yeah.
I like that discussion.
It's just super fucking important.
Okay.
I get like too into it. This book has, I'm also searching for cow posts for cow pictures while we're doing this is the thing. You froze and I thought it was me, and then Emily and I kind of both moved at the same time. We're like, oh, we're fine. It's Logan. That's so funny. I'm gonna wait until after to find the cow pictures for you, but I will send them to you, Emily. Or I will send them to you, Kelsey. I'll send them to you too, Emily, if you want. But it's just there's so there's a
I don't even know how to continue this. Emily, you're gonna have to watch because I think when
my Wi-Fi went out.
Oh my god!
Middle of my.
I'm gonna
scream. Yes, that's so true. It's always me is the thing. Oh my god. Okay. So my
point. Apparently we don't have time between your wife.
I'm sorry. There's a character, the main character goes through a very important transition of like dealing with sickness and then also grief. And
the grief,
death in this. And there's just I might be biased here. Bless you. I've had a lot of experience in that department recently. So it just I felt seen reading this because there is a line about there's the line about it was on page 234 about how you just have to adapt to the habit of like crying at basically anything. And one of the reasons why I love this book so much is because it did do that to me. And I've just been living in that world for like 6 months-ish now, where like no matter what happens, like I can see, and it's the dumbest things, but I can like smell something that reminds me of like, you know, of like one of the people, and I will just start sobbing for no reason. And it's like, it's just a part of, you know, it. And it's an important thing that no one talks about, because people talk about like, I don't know, they just, no one talks about how grief is something that you're living through and evolving through. It doesn't just end. And it's been a story for me for a long time here. And I think it's important that young people are exposed to that through young adult literature, because I didn't really get prepared for that for a while until recently. So that's why I like this book. But yeah.
For sure. For sure.
Yeah. It's because it's important. But yeah, what about y'all? Go for it.
So sorry, we're just talking about things that we really liked about it, or
yeah.
Okay, I took a few notes. Let me. I think this book will resonate really well with people who live in very not diverse areas. I think I liked the discussion of the main character. I don't even remember his name. Sorry. Will.
Ollie. Will and Ollie.
It is Will, yeah.
Will. Alley-oop. That's right. I forgot about that. Okay.
The GBF meet cute was adorable with that.
Yes. Also, I love the name Ollie. Beside the point. So with Ollie, you know, moving from a place that is very accepting of people who are different, and moving to somewhere where he is now, as far as he understands, the only gay person. I think this book will resonate really well with people who have had similar experiences or have been a part of a minority group in one way or another, because of the microaggressions that were talked about a lot in the book and the way that that was handled a lot. So I really liked that. I thought that this book had a decent amount of diversity and representation in like body type, race, sexuality. I think the only thing that this book didn't super duper touch was like gender, you know, as like a buzz topic of like recent years, you know what I mean? So I really liked that. And I liked that we got to experience some of Will's culture with him being Latinx, and getting to experience that as well. I don't know. I think those are probably like the biggest things for me that I really took away from it, that Sophie Gonzales did really well, compared to a lot of other books that I've read.
Yeah, I think you guys covered like most of the stuff about this book that stood out to me. I guess piggybacking on the grief and aspect of it, the one thing that broke me about this book was when the aunt, she was like, Aunt Lydia, she has cancer. She's not gonna make it, but it's just how she was coming to terms with that, and how it was the like, oh, I'm never gonna see them. This is the oldest I'm gonna see them. That broke me. She's like looking at her kids. And she's like, I'm not. This is how they're gonna say like this.
Yeah.
That broke me. And then also, while we were talking about grief and how Ollie kind of handled that grief, I was reminded of how the kids, like the aunt's kids, handled that, and how children will have a different reaction to a loved one passing. Like one will act out, the other will just kind of shut down and like get distracted. So it did handle grief really well.
I think that line that's pointed out that is also the exact line that really stuck out to me, probably in the entire book. It's actually like really similar to like what my grandpa said too, right? Like he was like, you know, I can't die. Like I'm supposed to, you know, watch my grandkids get married, and I'm supposed to like experience this, and he just like was never able to. And yeah, it's it was done, that side subplot was done very expertly well.
Yes.
Not related to Grace whatsoever, as far as I know.
Oh, wait, also how Will like kind of like was there for Ollie, like even though things were like really awkward at that stage, he was like, come here, I got you.
Yeah,
because he knew about it best out of everyone there.
I really enjoyed also the like the aspect of I liked Will's parents a lot. I liked the way that like just like the exploration of like Thanksgiving and things like that through them and like just like the large family and like the way that they're I don't know, it was just very it was a very like interesting way of portraying like, oh, they might we don't know if they're accepting or not yet and who knows, but then they're also like welcoming enough that they could be, but like I don't know that they are. Like it was an interesting line to walk and I enjoyed that because usually it's like one extreme or the other. I don't know. I enjoyed that a lot. Also, the ending was so cute. The ending was so cute.
Oh yeah, colleges. Okay, I was like, how did this book end? I couldn't remember.
It ended a lot like To All the Boys I've Loved Before.
Yeah.
It did.
There you go. Good to know.
Hopefully I didn't just spoil that series for everyone.
It didn't. Also, there's a lot of
anyway.
difference between To All the Boys and the ending of this.
Yeah, you're right. So don't take anything I said for real. I lied.
For sure.
That's not how it ends.
It's not though. No, Emily, it's not.
That's not how it ends.
I'm just kidding.
Checks books just to make sure. Wait, is there a dedication? Is this? Maybe we misread this. It's not Grease. It's gay. To all the boys I've loved before. To all the boys I've loved before. Can we please? Let's write it. Let's write this.
Your mind. I love you.
What else?
Oh, I have like no, never mind.
No, last thing on my notes, I think, because I jotted this down like 5 minutes before we went live. I was like, what do I remember? Just like being openly out in high school, especially in like a like it captured it really well about just like the jokes and also like kind of going along with your friends, even though you know it's not, but you're kind of outnumbered and it's kind of like that's not right, but I can't say anything. That kind of felt good. Yes, I did. I cut it all off. Like,
yes.
Yes, well, you did. Kind of have matching haircuts now.
You guys both look incredible.
No, but
I need to get on
that
the game.
Billie Eilish thing.
Oh my god!
It was like I got low set.
That said that to me, I was like,
yes.
I was like, I honestly.
But also, where's your TikTok? That's my. I love you. I need to spam you on TikTok. It is my love language. I need you to please. You don't understand.
I had 70 notifications on TikTok, and every single one was Logan.
No, I checked my book talk for the first time in weeks, like yesterday during the Cars reading sprint, and I was like, Logan, I have hundreds from you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. This is how I communicate.
I appreciate it more than anything in the world. I just never responded. I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
Hugo, don't do it. I would kill for a Hugo TikTok, please.
I would kill because he would be good at it. He would be good at it. Also, Yasmin's really good at it. So everybody go follow Yasmin's TikTok. Do it.
It's true.
It's good.
Don't. I'm literally going to delete mine like any day. So.
At least, Hugo. At least this is the future you have to look for. It's a good time. This is the future you have to look forward to. Yes, you would. Back to bisexuality and being out in high school. I loved the scene with the cell phone where she was like, because just the pure gaslighting that teenagers are like capable of, where I was like, that is the one. You're both like, so the girl that Laura kind of got like a thing for, the girl that Laura's kind of got a thing for.
Oh yeah, and she's at the table. And just stop flirting with me. And she's like, unbothered.
Stop texting me. And she's like, I didn't fucking text you. Like,
yeah, okay. I'm with it.
Because like, okay, I don't know about y'all, but I this is the most elder millennial thing to say. I would have died if we had this kind of social media in middle school and high school. I think I would have just quit. I don't think I could have done that then. And I wasn't even out in high school. So like I don't, it's just I don't so and now it was cool to see these like that side of like the bullying and everything pop up because it does happen, and they were awful when we were in high school, but I feel like they're worse about it now. Yeah, I don't know. Y'all keep going.
I feel like saying slurs because the community uses them now. Like they've removed them. I think the slurs are coming back. Like a little bit
come back.
No, but like you know what I mean? Because because people have been calling themselves slurs, and now I think people are like, oh, so I can call you that? And it's like, no, you really can't. That's not
You really
good.
can't. That's mine, not yours. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think that's
high school was also really homophobic. Like incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Mine too, Yasmin.
Same.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good times. It's also interesting, like it's really interesting. I kind of want to follow up to this when they are in college. Maybe they will, to all the guys I've loved before. Come on. Sophie Gonzales, we've written your next book.
We're writing that.
We're writing it. Okay, perfect. But I want like a follow-up to see like their group once they're in college. Because like I don't know about you guys, but like it's a really interesting trip with like a lot of the people that were like very not homophobic, but like there's a lot of people that have since come out that I've kind of like rejoined from high school, and now I'm like, wow, I wish we were friends back then because we would have been able to like help each other through this, I don't know, like it's such a weird like to connect with someone like almost 10 years later and be like, y'all, we were like we went through it. And we could have been going through that not alone. Like I wish I was there to help you. I wish I knew, I don't know. I don't know, that's just my ramblings.
I'm trying to think more about this book. I'm trying to think, but I read Heartstopper immediately after this, and those two things are kind of blending together in my brain. So I'm like, okay, I can't separate the two for a minute.
That's funny.
Did anyone
read Heartstopper?
Did anyone have anything that they didn't really like love about it, or like things that were not done well?
Oh,
I don't know.
Logan loved it, so I don't think.
We have an angsty bisexual, angsty rock guitar player here. I can't not love it.
It's your dream man. It is.
This is my dream man. It was just.
I know what you mean, Emily, because I definitely have those feelings towards this book, but I can't pinpoint it. So I want you to go into it, and I'll agree.
Oh, I don't know if I really want to go into it.
Go for it.
No. I was just Logan and I were talking about this before you came on the stream, Kelsey, and we talked briefly about. And I am probably in the minority for this opinion, but like, while I loved how diverse the cast of characters were, I thought a lot of them fell really flat because we knew nothing about them besides that they gave them token. You know what I mean? Like, like we learn a little bit more about Will's home life and, his family and everything. But honestly, beyond the fact that his parents are slightly homophobic and that he's Latinx, we don't really know anything else about him. We don't know what his interests are. I mean, basketball, I guess, like, or whatever.
Yeah.
And I mean, even with characters that I really like Laura, where it's like, oh, she's kind of tough, but like, why is she like that? Right? Like, it's not only because she's closeted and that she doesn't understand. Yes, Yasmin, exactly. It literally kind of felt like that sometimes.
It was. Yeah.
And then we had a heavier set woman of color who wanted to be a model, and and all Ali talked about was how gorgeous she was and everything, and like but beyond that, like that was it.
Yeah, no, Emily, piggybacking on this, I didn't feel like Ali had the best connection with. I didn't buy their friendship, which is like understandable because he's like new in school. but I didn't feel like they were friends. I don't know. The whole book kind of felt like Ollie kind of moping over Will.
I mean,
it was, the first half of this book, I was like, if this is just going to be a closeted, an out guy moping over a closeted guy, I can read Brokeback Mountain. I'm sorry. I don't need this. But then it became not that. And that's why I love it, is because it flipped it on its head.
Well, and also it's short, and you have to, give credit where credit's due. This book is like less than 300 pages, and it's not right. And you have like a cast of 8 characters that we're trying to develop, and I think if she had instead done maybe 4, it would have been different, and maybe.
I do kind of enjoy, I enjoyed the fact that, because I agree with you that it didn't really feel like he was friends with the group of girls, except when he and Laura started getting close, like that's the only like one where I was like, those two are going to keep in touch after high school. The rest of these aren't, but I kind of enjoyed that, because like there are a lot of, especially when you're like moving and then like becoming like, coming out and like establishing yourself as a human being, there are a lot of people that you're like, okay, so we're gonna be friends, but like, in the end, I'm gunning for me and you're gunning for you, there's a lot of those in life. And it was just interesting to like see, okay, is he actually going to make any friends here? I don't know. It was an interesting,
It also felt like sometimes in his little friend group, like he was a token gay friend. Like it was like these 3-4 girls or whatever, and they were like, and this is our gay friend Ollie.
Oh,
and
yeah.
He's a gay friend, and he's a boy, but he also likes boys. And it really felt like that sometimes, and I was like, oh my god.
That's why I didn't like their friendship that much, because it felt like that. But
it's literally from the beginning. The minute we meet Juliet or whatever her name is, it was like that's what it was, and I was like, okay, great.
That's why I described it as a GBF meet cute, because that's what it is. He's, at least for Julie, like they become something like a friends eventually, but at the beginning, to me, it was definitely like, okay, so she's found her new accessory, which does happen a lot in life.
So it has the flaws, but then you can also kind of understand it because it makes sense in the world she's created. So like again, like Emily said, credit where credit's due, but it kind of, because of that, just the vibe, the overall vibe is why it's like solid to me.
Yeah.
I judge books on vibe. That's why I'm so bad at picking flaws. That's my 2020 wrap up was like, it was good. Oh, this one was eh. Like I can't explain why I rate things. I'm awful.
Me
That's
either.
Incredible.
I always rate books based off the vibes they give too, unless there's like something in it that I'm like, no, this is bad. Like this is really bad.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because like everybody like the only I don't like often rate or review books that I don't like, just because like if I don't like it, I DNF it. Like I
can't.
Like
Logan throws it out the window. He's like, fuck this.
I do. Well, it was funny. I just was like starting to film that DNF tag that you tagged me in, because I'm not good at tags, but I need to get better at it. And I straight up was like, everyone else is like, I try really hard. I'm like, if I don't like it, I'm done with it. I'm like, I have so many other things I could read. Have you seen
my bookshelf? Have you seen my library card?
Right? Have you seen? Literally, I have the expanse of all of the LAPLs available right now. Like, I can't. Like, this is how it goes.
At one point, my library was like, sorry, you're not allowed to have any more books on hold. Like, you're not. I was like, oh. Okay.
Right? Well, but then also, like, oh, no, I was going to say, but then also, like, I don't, like, give me your strength.
I have none. I have no strength.
Right? Same though. You're a very strong person. You were just telling me about how you literally moved 100 refrigerators this morning.
Oh my god, not 100. Only like 20.
Not 100, only 90. Okay, Logan?
I couldn't move a refrigerator.
I feel that I can't do it. I might have to dip in a minute or two.
That's okay. Any final thoughts? Wait, should we just announce next month's book? I have it with me.
Do it.
You have it with you? Go.
Yeah,
Go grab it. Yes. The whole-
Yeah.
No, hardly. Oh my God. Okay. All right, Kelsey, go ahead. Or Logan.
I don't have it. You
what
guys
month?
go.
What month is it? It's
March.
Our March book for the Bi Book Club is actually something we've never done before. And here's what makes this month very interesting: is that the bi rep in question is going to be yourself, Emily. Drum roll. The March Bi Book Club 2021 pick is I don't remember the name of the book.
Oh my shit.
That's why I was stretching it out.
I wish it was fantasy. Oh shit.
I have a list of bi fantasies for the next one, so like it's coming.
No,
but yes,
Yes.
This is a choose your own adventure tale, okay?
yeah.
Choose your own adventure book with like
There are 4 suitors, and one of them is your
a
best
lady.
friend.
Let's
So-
do it.
There is some interesting art in here. Hold on. Let's put y'all on something for a second. Well, look at this.
I've never been so intrigued by a book.
Again, my dream man.
Wait.
Monty?
My other dream man,
Is that
Monty.
That's the Mr. Darcy character, I think. Oh wait, what is this? Okay, when I tell you I have no idea what's going on in this book.
I'm so excited.
So anyway,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna show that one. That one was a little bit weird.
But you should send a picture of it to me right now, because
Right
I don't
now.
have a copy of this, and
Right
I have
now.
no idea what.
Mine's
Hold on.
coming.
It wasn't bad. It was just
Okay, so yeah, Emily, you might know more about this book because you have it. There's no plot. No, there's multiple plots. Is the fun
No,
thing.
okay. If you've never read a choose your own adventure book, basically,
They're so fun.
oh my god, I'm crying. Sorry. This book basically, okay, sorry, I can't even talk. There are certain points that always happen no matter what. So the beginning is always the same, and then there are certain plot points that will always occur. But basically, you can choose between options. So like one of them could be like, do you want to talk to this person, or do you want to talk to this person, or do you want to go here, or do you want to go there? And then you'll flip to certain pages to like engage in that part of the storyline, and then there are multiple endings. So
It's like an RPG, but in book form.
yeah,
It's so fun.
let me just be frank though, like this book is Logan will love it.
Yeah, pirate smut. Let's do it. Yeah, bisexual
Yeah, I forgot
pirate
there are
smut.
pirates in this book.
There are.
just-
I was just
wait,
that's the
there are?
general genre for
No.
me.
That was one of the other options. I'm sorry.
Oh,
But
okay.
how does that make you feel?
Yeah, great. He's fighting for my honor.
For your honor.
Wait, did you not know what smut was before, Hugo? Did you just learn it?
Did we introduce you to smut, Hugo? Is
Baby's-
this? Are we
Baby's first smut?
baby's first smut? March
Oh,
21. Anyway.
Anyway, yeah, so that is what this book is. Everyone should read it.
It's gonna be
Okay.
so fun, guys, because we can make everybody buy, because this is what we're here for. Because
Well-
of
I can't wait to compare who chose what ending.
Yeah,
So
very
I-
excited.
I'm very excited. I'm super excited for this. It's gonna be a grand time. Yeah. I had something to add to this and I don't remember. Oh, you said the word occur as in like occur, and my brain said occur as in Cardi B, and I was confused for a hot sec. I love that you're doing the tongue. Yes.
what?
You know the occur.
No, I
is
know
what
what
I
that
heard
is.
you
What?
say.
Did I
You
say
said the word occur, but you said it isn't like occur as in to happen, and I forgot that that's how that word is actually used until you used it right then and there. So
Oh.
Wait. Oh wait. Those were our thoughts of our
Great.
February book.
Great. Excellent.
Oh, wait.
Oh, are we taking a picture?
Yes. Nice.
Yay. Maybe
Nice.
it'll choose that as the thumbnail until I replace it with the one that I stayed up until 2 a.m. editing last night and then didn't post.
They were all really good.
Mhm.
Thank you, Hugo. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Oh, I gotta bounce.
Anyway,
All right.
bye, Kelsey. Okay.
Bye,
okay.
Kelsey.
Oh, okay.
This should be it.
Okay,
Bye.
are we all leaving? Bye. Okay, I'm leaving. Bye.
Bye. Logan, are we done? I love you.
I'm good. Are you good?
I'm
I have
good.
nothing else to say. Okay,
Me
cool.
Okay, good
All
to
right.
see you. Goodbye, everyone. I'm leaving
Goodbye, everyone.
this.
Don't look up end as in dictionary.